What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm having an amazing day. Today's video we're going to taking a look at Descendant X ROM. So again over here, in times of people just fearing about China, you do actually have a Chinese phone and it's running a Chinese OS. So I am actually getting a lot of messages these days, especially from the MIO users, that is their data secure? Like pretty much people are now disabling the security app into the MIO cause the cleaner inits by Cheetah. Yeah, it's pretty weird that the companies do actually use a cleaner algorithm by a different company. For example, even Samsung was using 360, I guess, for the longest time. Using a custom ROM now makes much more sense as the phone is still Chinese, but the software in it's now completely based by a private group of developers, so they aren't stealing your data or just having a backend, or it's not a major company who is providing back to China. So again over here, if you're concerned about your security, I don't know what you're storing in your phone, but yeah, pretty much everything has been sold already, so there is nothing to worry about. But still, those who are concerned and those who are worrying about your future, I got a lot of messages, Devang, should we just switch to AEX ROM, Evolution X, Pixel Experience, because that just makes a lot of sense. You get a completely pixel overhaul, and then it's basically stock Android. You don't get any kind of excessive customization in it, so it doesn't cause bugs after a month of usage. But over here, I would also be presenting this ROM. So again, this is Descendant X, and I think I have reviewed this like almost 1 year back, because I like the thumb UI in this. Like the UI of this ROM is just amazing. It doesn't feel like a closed source based ROM. Yep, this ROM is, I think, closed source because a lot of other developers were, I guess, stealing the UI and everything from this thing. And now even it has a special security feature. So I guess the Italian developers of this ROM has just completely made it closed source. So the ROM maintaining is from their side. So the download page and everything is just a bit wonky. But once you download the ROM and install it right over here, it's just amazing. Even with the Redmi K20 Pro, I haven't been using a custom ROM for this long. Like almost it's a half month I'm using this thing to just try on experimental apps and stuff. But I've never left MIUI on the Redmi K20 Pro because there is always something wrong with it, like the pop-up camera wouldn't work great, in-display fingerprint scanner with DC dimming, or the rear 3 cameras. But in this ROM, everything is just working amazing, and just performance and everything is just great. Again, it's a Snapdragon 855, so of course, like the app opening speeds and everything are just amazing, but there are still a lot of animations and everything just optimized through the launcher. Again, it's the launcher, so you can just customize it any way you want. But just going through the UI and stuff, the UI is very nicely done. Sound panel, as you can see, you can just directly adjust it right over here. Then the animations for it are very nicely done. Then again, just going to the quick settings panel, again, as you can see, the notifications are in the center, which again look very clean as it has been tucked in much more towards the bezel. So again, just expanding, as you can see, the layout is 4x2 just like Android R, and there are quite a lot of toggles right over here. For example, the DC dimming just completely working fine. You have bedtime focus mode from the digital well-being. Again, there is a third-party screen recorder, I guess. You also have the ADB over the network and nearby share, which is still not available in bunch of the Android phones, so that's like amazing. And then you can directly add your calendar schedules right over there, which is just amazing. Again, in terms of permissions right over here, you get your normal Android stuff. So just going through the apps, yeah, it's pretty deep-loaded. You do need GApps, so I will be leaving a link in the description for the preferred one along with the ROM. And even for the weirdest hardware, it just works fine. Being closed source, it's really well done. So daily going to the camera, again, of course, you get ANX camera for the Xiaomi phones. Again, it has pretty much just everything working fine, even with the portrait mode. As you can see, this is the brand new MI12 camera and it just works fine on a third-party ROM. So directly going down to the settings app, as you can see, again, the UI looks pretty good. And in terms of features and customizations, there is a lot, but the whole focus is the security. So we will be directly just flying over the display options. So for example, you do get DC dimming, which again works amazing even with the fingerprint unlock on. So for example, as you can see, even on the lock screen, the screen doesn't flicker and fingerprint scanner still works amazingly fast. Then again, coming back, you have wallpaper, screensaver, dynamic display colors, which does actually work amazing. And in terms of normal features, you do get the thumb UI, which again just brings down to one thumb action. Like literally my thumb can just reach over here, and I have big hands, to be honest. So this is really well done. And you also have the quick setting panel option for it. So for example, this is a much more simpler quick settings panel by the thumb UI, and it does actually look quite good. So for example, you have your normal features like alarms, ringer status, events, and your missed calls. And if you want to use your quick settings toggles, you can just tap this and you get all the features just right over here. Even with the brightness, you can toggle pretty much everything, like even the dark mode. Like official ROMs don't even have it. Then you have the styles app and stuff. So pretty much all your overlay thingies are right over here. Nothing has been missed out. Again, scrolling down, you have battery. Again, there are tons of optimizations done to the battery manager right over here. So again, that's good. So directly coming down, you even have the face unlock by a third party option, I guess. But again, just works amazing. So scrolling down, you can directly go to privacy, and there you go, Descendant Guardia. So again, this is like one of the brilliant implementations of any kind of permission manager into a custom ROM. Like, I can't believe this is not by a company. So again, over here, you can just enable it right over here. And this permission manager is just like amazing. So for example, if I just revoke any kind of thing, like let's just do a GPS test, location services, and enable it right over here. There you go. It directly tells me my phone is accessing GPS as soon as I turn on. So again, as you can see, my Google Play services is also using my GPS and even the GPS test app. So yeah, instantaneously it gives you all the notifications that what apps are using your data, but you can also enable the alerts for it. So for example, if I just enable alerts, it will force to just acknowledge me that something is using my permissions. So for example, as you can see, ANX camera is accessing my camera. So yeah, this is just amazing, who are really concerned about what apps are using their stuff. But the alerts are just a bit too much. The toast notifications do actually work great. But for example, there are a lot more options for it. So enabling the notifications for it, it constantly checks in background what apps are using your what. So again, as you can see, it's monitoring constantly for the background. So if you are actually experimenting with apps and if you're wondering if anything's using in background, you can get a live monitoring right over here. As you can see, Google Play services is accessing in background. Now, of course, there will be a bunch of the apps like Google Maps and everything that you won't be necessarily just accepting each and every single time that it's using anything. So it has a whitelist for Google Apps and System Apps. So now if I just completely go here to the camera, it won't tell me to acknowledge that it's using the camera. So again, this is just amazing. But again, the notification is just a bit too much for me. So I can just disable it right over there. And even in terms of alerts, you can have the alerts for GPS, of course, camera, microphone, which are essential. But you also get phone alerts and clipboard read alerts, which yeah, this is like amazing. And then coming back, everything is just latest, like your Android version, the security patch, as it gets updated constantly for a lot of phones, to be honest. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the review of Descendant X. Again, if you're wondering what ROM to switch to, if you're just feared to lose your data, this is the way to go. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.